Have you ever, you crazy mother,
The East Roast Podcast.
are you listening?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the podcast. This is the East Roast Podcast. I'm Tony, and as you see, I have my guest from last week. Maybe have him again a week after that. You know, that's Steve Rinaldi.
I'm like your cousin now.
Yeah, that's right, man. Well, that's what happens when I like, you know,
Bro,
the people I like, man, you can't get rid of me.
And we're making this like a consistent, like nighttime thing.
Yeah.
And like it's bad for me because I'm trying not to eat or drink late, and I know we're gonna go out after this.
Yeah. Hey, you know. That's, there's a reason I put on 20 pounds.
Well, the late night drinking and the food, bro. It's like, but I just seen something online that you notice intermediate fasting. It's like
intermittent fasting.
Yeah, I'm not, of course I say it with my South Philly accent. Yeah. We have like our own language.
Intermediation-ish.
It ain't bilingual. Yeah. It's barely lingual. Yeah. I just want to say
that's right.
But they're saying if you eat your last meal, don't eat it again for like I think it's 14 or 16 hours, and you're good.
You know what, man? So I got a buddy and he tries a lot of things, but you know the reason he does is because as you get throughout your life, you know, what might work for you now when you're young doesn't necessarily work with you a decade later. You know what I mean? So, but intermittent fasting has been something that my buddy, who's 44 now, says it works amazing
is
for
you. Is he into
you.
fitness or he's just a healthy dude?
Man, he's in great shape.
See, my uncle's probably like one of the healthiest people I know, and he weighs like 175 pounds. He's big on this whole eat what you want, but listen to your body.
Yeah.
And it's not that deep. He's just like, dude, you're hungry, eat. If you're not hungry, don't eat because it's lunchtime or it's dinner time or you're out with people.
Yeah.
Don't do that. That's how you blow up. If you're if you're out with your family and they want something, like I can only imagine you with 2 kids. Chuck E. Cheese. And
they're like, oh, let's stop at McDonald's and you're not hungry. But you know, that's the thing. It's like, there are times in my life, you know, when I do put on weight, it's, you know, it's one of two things. Like in the summertime, I party a lot over here at the house, you know. We're around the pool with a lot of friends. You don't
want to be the guy in the pool with the shirt.
Yeah, right. But, you know, I'm bringing in, you know, I eat a lot. You know what I mean? I'm entertaining people every day. So as the summer goes on, I put some weight on. Usually I'll take it off, though, pretty quickly. But, you know, then I'll get to these kind of where I am now, where now I have to make myself not eat when I don't need to eat because I have been doing that.
Crazy.
So it's like I'm not hungry, but I'm getting these cravings, and that's a hard thing to shake. You know,
it's
I'll get rid of it, but
dude, it's so hard to be in shape once you hit 30. Mm-hmm. Like, and if you enjoy good food and you are a busy person, dude, I work 2 jobs. I'm a full-time comic at night. I don't want to make time for the gym. Yeah. So the only way I'm going to maintain or like not blow up is I have to eat healthy or cut back or you blow up.
Yeah.
I'm constantly around good food. Constantly. Anybody I go visit, any friend, any family member, the minute you walk in, it's like poison. You just smell it.
Especially, you know, our Italian families, man. There's always a spread. And you know what? It's like
last time I was here, your wife had something on the stove. I was
like, I know.
you set me up.
Is
it a booby trap? What's going on here?
I'm not hungry, but man, now I'm getting hungry. Well, you know, with Italian families, man, everything is bad for you. You know what I mean? It's all carbs. Everything is carbs. So people are always surprised. They're like, you know, I make homemade pasta. You know, I make the limoncello. You know,
I know the limoncello.
I like to cook. Yeah. You know, so, you know,
but I didn't know you were a big cook.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, I mean, I don't know if I'm a big cook, but I try. You know what I mean? So I make gravy, but
I'm not.
Oh, you know what? There's a good question. Is it sauce or gravy in your home?
Gravy, bro.
Yeah, me too.
Gravy, bro.
I don't know. I say pizza sauce.
Bro, I don't know one Philly guy.
That's
Jersey guy, that calls it sauce.
Yeah, me neither.
I can't name one person. You put meat in the red sauce. It's gravy.
Right. It's great.
Bottom line,
boom, there it is. Right. You know, and people. A lot of times, people are like, you know, well, why? Well, what's the difference? For me, there's a difference. Anytime meat touches anything, and it leaches, you know, it starts to come into it. It's freaking gravy. That's it, man. You know, it's not meat sauce. It's gravy. Right. Sauce, I guess, you know, for me, we never make it without meat. So, you know, But that's pizza sauce, right?
I had mashed potatoes at my work the other day, and I said, give me some more brown sauce. They're like typical South Philly Italian.
But that is gravy.
Well, that's what we call
because
it.
Because it is meat based. So you're wrong on that one. That is gravy. So they were right for straightening it that way. But yeah, man, it is hard. I mean, it's a lot harder for me. I'm in deep into my 40s now. So I used to
your 40s. You have pool
man.
parties at the house.
Oh man.
What are you doing? You can't eat it all in the summer.
I know.
Well,
I used to lose weight by accident, dude. It was crazy. But now, it's like, it's been a struggle. So, what are you going to do?
So I do this thing 2 times a year now that I'm back east. There's a guy out of Philly. His name's Anthony Mole. He's a professional chef and a personal trainer. And this guy has this 3-week diet cleanse. He cooks your breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. You pick them up at his house 2 times a week. Bro, I don't know one person that did this diet and didn't lose at least 20.
20 pounds in how many weeks?
They're called cleanse diets.
Right.
He cooks everything for you. You don't have to do nothing. You just have to not cheat.
Yeah.
I did it last summer.
How many weeks did you lose? 20?
3 weeks. And
Holy
I lost
shit.
3 weeks I did it, and I lost 29 pounds.
Damn.
And then I did one right between Thanksgiving and Christmas. I wanted to do it because I knew that Christmas Eve in the New Year stretch, I was going to be eating cookies,
it's a bitch,
everything.
Man, I know.
The sugar destroys
We finally
you.
just threw all the cookies out, man.
Dude, I did it for 2 weeks in between Thanksgiving and Christmas, and I lost 16 or 17 pounds.
Damn.
But, I mean, now I gained, what's it, the back end of January, early February. I'm like...
Would you gain it back fast, though?
I don't gain it all. But I'm not...
See,
I'm
that's
not
the
where I
problem.
want to
So,
be. If I can stay at 200, I'm happy.
So
right
if I
now, I'm
lose
like
weight,
210,
when I lose weight, man, it has to be slow for me. I'm never upset if I lost a pound or 2 pounds a
I have
week.
no patience.
Well, here's the problem, though. I mean, when any other time that I've lost weight fast, I just put it right back on. It's crazy. But, the slow loss, it just, for some reason, it stays off of me. I think I've had the time to change the way I eat, got used to it and all. The biggest thing for me, though, check this out, man. Try this. The big plate in your house? Everybody puts the big plate out, if you get, food. Then you got that middle-sized plate, right? And then you got the little plate. Don't use any of the big plates. Take the middle-sized plate, fill that up. Visually, it looks like you got a nice big meal in front of you. Eat that one, and you're satisfied.
You toy with your brain, bro.
Yeah, man. It totally works, man. Because you almost can't help but put a normal size portion on that, unless you're freaking.
Let me tell you something.
Going up. But,
I go to a restaurant. I'm eating everything on my plate.
Yeah.
I mean, I go get a cheesesteak. I'm eating the whole thing. There ain't no wrapping it up or do you want a half? I'm eating the whole thing. I go to John's Roast Pork. I get a cheesesteak. I'm eating the whole thing. I go to Phillips Steaks. I get a whiz without.
Yeah.
I eat the whole thing. I go to a fine dining restaurant, Chima Steakhouse, Del Frisco's, Capital. I'm eating the appetizers. If you're not going to finish that, I might have some of yours.
Yeah.
I'm a
same
foodie,
way,
bro.
So am I.
So it's like when
I'm constantly holding back. What I could do. I mean, I could always go up for more. What's funny though? You just mentioned cheesesteaks. What's your favorite cheesesteak in Philly?
Wow. Well, I think the best cheesesteak's probably Phil's Steaks, but then after that,
Phil's
Steaks is the best.
Yeah, I don't even know if I had that.
24 hours, 7 days a week. I don't think they close on holidays.
No shit.
They do. They
Where are they at?
When
like South Street,
location
area,
wise,
yeah.
you know where? What's the best? I'm the type of Philly guy that does it. That explains where it's at by what's near it.
Yeah.
It's right near the ballpark.
Oh, okay.
I don't know the exact street. I don't want to give the wrong information.
No, just
viewers.
the general vicinity.
But
that's good.
but Phillips Steaks has been around forever,
Yeah.
and what I respect so much about their sandwiches is when you go up, they're cooked to order.
Yeah.
So you're gonna wait a little bit.
Yeah.
But you go to one of the other places. Generally, they're used to very high volume and speed.
Yeah.
So they're pushing them out. In my opinion, when you go and they make them to order, those are the best places.
I used to
Phillips Steaks is one of my favorites. I like Oregon Steaks does the similar system where they cook to order. John's Roast Pork.
Yeah.
Those are the ones. It's funny, like
I always like Tony Luke's.
My thing with steak place, like when I lived in Chicago and I would tell people where my favorite cheesesteak place was, I would always name these places.
Yeah.
And it's funny, like you don't realize it, but and I bet the same would be said with like pizza spots here in South Jersey. Is like the best places are always the ones that universally not everybody knows about.
Right?
Those are the best places. You know?
People would assume that you're going to say, "Well, you know what? People from out of town they'll come to Philly." And they'll say, you know, which one do you like best, Pat's or Geno's, right?
Right.
You know, and the assumption is that Pat's and Geno's are the only great cheesesteaks. Pat's and Geno's,
and I'm not saying
they're great. They are great, but they're
personal...
positioned in a great place, a great spot in Philadelphia, a spot that a lot of people go to. They're near the Italian market.
Right.
So one of the reasons is just where they are. You know, they are in my opinion, in a fantastic location.
Geno's Steaks has the best cheese fries on the planet.
Yeah. I've had them. Yeah, they are good.
Bro.
Yeah.
Best cheese fries you'll ever have in your life.
Yeah.
Nothing better than getting bomb drunk and walking up to that window 3 o'clock in the morning. but Phillips Steaks, I mean, me and my buddy Phil, we used to go to Phil's and we would get a pizza roll cheesesteak. We'd tell them we want a whiz. We would do both cheese, whiz provolone.
Yeah.
And then we would tell them to get a pizza roll, chop it up, put it in the sandwich. How much calories? Think I could do that now? I'm 33 years old.
Oh my God, dude! You have a freaking coronary.
Be in bed for 3 days.
That's wild, though, man. That Philadelphia has. I mean, you know, the history, you know, with food that they have is pretty wild, man. You think I think that pretzels came from there, right? Or like the original pretzel or something like that.
Philadelphia pretzel.
Yeah.
There's still a pretzel place. I think it's called City Pretzels where like all hours of the night you could show up like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, man.
And get a pretzel right out of the oven. You can't even touch it. It's so hot.
And Italian water ice, right? Come from
water ice too.
Yeah, man. It's
Italianos we used to go to when I was a kid.
They got some of the best, you know, a lot of cities have like their own food, their own identity when it comes to food. I mean, can you really beat Philly's identity though?
When I lived in
what are those three things we just mentioned? I mean, they're like three of the greatest things when it comes to food, right? You're talking pretzels, you're talking cheesesteaks, and then finish that off with an Italian water ice. Man, that's heaven.
And for me, I really didn't gain a lot of appreciation for it until I moved. Like when I went to Chicago, which is another great food town.
Yeah.
But, like, you start craving those, like, Nick's roast beef.
Yeah.
I was craving that. I was always craving a cheesesteak. I was always craving, like, certain pizza spots. There's a lot of really good pizza spots.
Man, I'll tell you what, and there are some gems in South Jersey, too, man. There's this place, and it's in kind of a bad area. It's Bridgeton, New Jersey. I don't know if you know where Bridgeton is, but it's kind of a notoriously tough little spot there, but...
You're going to learn about me. I'm not good with directions. I'm not good with dates. I'm not good with spelling.
Well, you make a left at the big green.
I make people laugh. I go to work.
Yeah. You make a left at the big green house.
I mean,
and
You're the intelligence part of this.
Okay. Well, I don't know where the hell I'm going either. But so anyway, this place is called, and you know, I think even some people in Philly know this place. I mean, a lot of people come all over the place. It was Big John's. Big John's out of Bridgeton. If you don't know it, I bet you a lot of people that are listening to this are like, "Oh yeah, Big John's, dude." It's like you know, these days because it's gotten a lot worse out there. You're kind of taking your life into your own hands, going out to the Big John's. But I'll tell you what, it's worth it, man. That friggin' pizza is insane. It's really, really
Big
good.
John's. I gotta look it up.
So there's a lot. I mean, you know, it's same. You know, if you
Atlantic City has a lot of really good spots.
Yeah, they do.
Tony's Baltimore Grill.
You know, I love the friggin' the something house, White House, right?
White House, really good sandwiches.
Oh man,
we named 2 fast food spots, but if you want to go to the fine dining, like the Old Homestead and Borgata, love it there.
You ever go to the Knife and Fork?
Yeah, dude, that's in Boardwalk Empire. Chef Vola,
the
cellar.
Chef Vola is insane. Well, I mean, try to get in Chef Vola though; it's crazy. Right. I mean, you know, it's like you got to be invited.
I got a guy, Tony.
Oh, you got a guy.
I can get us in.
You know what though? I got a guy too, and that guy hasn't offered to let me to get in there. You know why? Because
when's your birthday, bro?
When's
your birthday?
Huh? July.
All right, I got you.
Oh yeah.
You've
All
seen it
we're
right
in,
here.
man. All right, let's do
I
it.
might walk out when the check gets dropped.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, but it's like when you do have an opportunity to get in the Chef Vola, and now you're in, and you can go whenever when you make the call. You do want to be careful with who you send in there, because they might pull your card, man, and be like, you're out of here. We didn't like the guy that you said. It's like, so I mean, but that's a great spot too, right? And part of that is because it's like you can't get in there.
yeah, you create that. What's the word I'm looking for? You create that feel.
Yeah, I mean,
Exclusive.
like you're part of it.
It's,
yeah,
it's another place like that.
And you know what? It's
1925. Is it 1925? I think it's called Cafe 1925.
Is that an AC?
There's another one.
Really?
Yeah, it's just similar. It's nearly impossible to get in,
No shit.
but it's great Italian food.
Man, you know what?
Never had a bad
I've
meal.
been down here all this time. I never even knew about that
Yeah.
place. So you know what? I must not have a guy for that
Start
one.
hanging with me,
Yeah.
but I'm not picking up every bill. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
We're gonna go a lot.
Yeah, man.
Where we going tonight?
I
Tonight
don't
we're
know.
gonna do wings and beers.
Yeah, maybe I don't know, man. We might even just hit a diner. Who knows?
All right.
What time is it? I don't even know. We're getting a little late. What time?
11:30.
Oh, we got plenty of time, man. We're plenty of time.
bro.
Yeah, plenty of time.
Thanks for working with my schedule, by the way. Man.
Yeah. Oh, well, shit. I mean, your schedule isn't that much different than mine, so I'm always, fitting things in, man, when I'm free.
Got a Buffalo Wild Wings around here. Hopefully they're
Yeah,
serving this
man.
late.
Dude, I fuck up some wings,
but
dude.
that's the thing, bro. Late night eating, it just destroys me. I get hungry around this time, and you're supposed to go to bed hungry. Like when
You are supposed to, yeah.
When I did that diet for 3 weeks, like they emphasized how you really aren't supposed to eat after 7:00.
Yeah. Well, you know what?
Regardless.
I don't know, but you don't go to bed real early. I mean, really for you'd have to just space out the time, whatever it is. So
Right.
9:00 might be my 7:00
Right.
or
Well,
6:00.
I'm on comedy hours.
Yeah, so,
we
it's
don't
a
go
whole
to bed
different
till
thing.
like 2-3 in the morning.
I think it's more just how many hours before. Yeah, I mean, you got to burn it off.
Right.
I mean, if you eat, listen. There are some people that say, I don't even eat a lot. I don't eat a lot, but what time do you eat? If you fucking eat a couple of slices of cold pizza and then go to bed,
not good. It's laying in your stomach.
Yeah, you're going to put freaking weight on.
See, and it's weird. I work in a casino by day, in which, I don't know if you're aware of this, one of the perks of the job is food all day. Every break, you got food cooking. Also, I'm in a comedy club every night. What do they generally do with the talent?
Yeah.
They pay you, and they also provide you with a meal and free booze.
Yeah.
So,
Free booze all night?
Most comedy
Or
clubs.
just during your
Most
hours.
comedy
Yeah.
clubs give you free liquor.
Did they ever throw you out and say, hey,
Well,
man, I've been here for like fucking
I've seen comics
7 hours.
abuse it,
Yeah.
and then normally they don't get welcomed back or booked after that. But you're like, I live two lifestyles that the temptation's always there for food and booze, which is unhealthy for your body. So at a certain point, you got to say to yourself, you got to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
So you got to be more health conscious. So at the casino job, they have a lot of hard boiled eggs. They got peanut butter.
Yeah.
They got salads. This time of year, leading up to the summer, you have to start
fucking eating no hard-boiled eggs.
But it sucks. Like I'm in a comedy club, and they got all this fried food, burgers.
Dude, you know what, man?
And I'm ordering salads.
Yeah.
And when you're with a national headliner, and he's looking at you like, "What are you eating a salad for?"
You know what though, man? Comics are notoriously like they, not. I don't want to say unhealthy, but they're not the healthiest people in the world. I mean, there's a lot of comics, and I guess that's part of the job, right? It's like the time, Listen, whenever you're running around and picking up food as you go, and then you get somewhere finally, and then they part of the gig is feeding you and stuff, and you don't have time to go to the gym like you talked about before. It's like
comedians are just busy.
They're busy, right? Yeah.
So if you don't you see Kevin Hart being the biggest comedic star in the world, he's done a very good job of making health and a priority.
Yeah.
I've noticed that in the past couple of years, which is
in great shape.
Cool. Yeah, he sets the bar. I think he's got an endorsement deal with like Nike and stuff.
Does he really?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Holy shit,
so
man.
I mean,
Nike throws a lot of cash at you
right.
too, man. Jeez.
Yeah.
That's probably
maybe that's a goal for me to get a Nike deal one day.
I know, man. You got to start wearing Nike shirts, man. Go after Fila. Fila needs to make a comeback. I actually think was Fila ever a thing for you in your generation or what?
Nah, my dad.
Oh man,
my dad still rocks like that Fila hat that's real puffy in the top.
Yeah, man.
Straight brim.
I need Fila.
When he's walking the dog.
Fila was the shit, brother, man. That was our thing, man.
Right.
That was our Italian.
Right
brand.
now, what's hot is like Puma. Puma's hot.
Are they hot again?
Yeah.
I like Puma.
Adidas is hot.
I always do.
Champion, remember Champion? Champion's
really?
back. Yeah.
You know what? A couple of years ago, my wife
Nike will never die down.
Nah, my wife bought Champion sneakers for my kids one time, and I made her send them back. I sent her to send them back. I said, "Oh no, my kids ain't wearing Champion." You know, because Champion went
labeled. It was labeled as a hand-me-down.
Yeah, Champion went that far down, dude, to where you're like, not my kids aren't.
You know who has
that.
good jeans? Surprisingly,
who?
Gap.
Yeah, but it seems like they're closing all the Gaps, dude.
Are they?
They closed 2 of them out here. It's been a couple of years ago, but yeah, Gap always had good shit.
Yeah, I was shocked. I just like was passing through one day at the mall, and I was like, I tried these skinny jeans on, and I'm like, damn, like they fit nice.
The only problem with Gap is though, man, and maybe they've changed it. All of their, it just for a while it just seemed like such a douchey place.
Yeah,
it's like I don't know.
Well, Express, I go to Express a lot. Yeah, H&M.
Yeah.
But no, I was just shocked that Gap had some really nice stuff.
Yeah. Oh, you know what's funny? So we're going. Where the hell are we going tomorrow? We're going to this place. It's a candy shop or candy something like that in Philadelphia. It's across from, I guess, it's across from the Gallery Mall. You know what I'm talking about? Candy, some shit for the kids. But anyway, yeah, I don't even know why I just said that, but it was like the Gallery Mall, man. I hadn't been there in forever.
It still exists?
Yeah, that's what I was just going to ask you because I don't know because maybe it doesn't because that was what I was going to ask you because my wife said that you park at the old Gallery Mall, and I was like, the old Gallery Mall,
right? Is
that not open anymore? But if you don't know if it's open,
I'm
anymore,
not
it
sure.
might be closed.
Again, I was out of the city for a really long time. I haven't shopped at the Gallery since I was in high school. So
Jesus, dude, that thing.
As soon as I started driving, I got into malls, and now today everything's online, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Everything's online. You shop online. You date online.
Yeah.
you order your food online.
Yeah.
You could do your shopping online for your supermarket.
I know, and I'll bring it to you.
You pick up your Ubers online. You promote online. Everything is on the internet today.
Uber was the greatest for me. The greatest, thing to come around since I don't even know what, man. I started using Uber as soon as I started using it. I was like, this is friggin' genius.
Crazy.
Yeah,
genius. They're creating $1 million business, and they don't even have cars to provide.
They don't. Yeah. They have to. Listen to drivers. I think they have to have their own insurance. I would imagine. It's crazy. It's just putting people.
A lot. Do you know this? A lot of comics that don't have day jobs are Uber drivers.
Yeah. Why not? Right?
They can hustle when they're not.
They can work whenever they want. Yeah. I mean,
So that's very common amongst comedy.
You can just press a button. Boom. I'm on the clock.
Comedians
boom,
that aren't national headliners. A lot of them are Uber drivers, and they bust and grind.
Yeah.
They make money any way they can.
Dude, let me tell you something, man. We travel. We've gone on vacations and not gotten cars anymore. We always used to get a car. Now we just Uber.
Yeah.
I've
been saying a lot lately. If I end up in New York, Philly, Chicago, LA full time, I might just get rid of my car.
You won't need one if you're out there. Especially in in New York, dude. I mean, it's annoying.
Well,
to
you
have
get
a
to
car.
a point where if you're a national headliner, these a lot of times they'll accommodate you with your transportation to your gigs anyway.
To pick you up at the airport.
And while you're doing spots in the city, New York's designed for public transportation.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man, it's so easy to get around that city. It's unbelievable.
When I'm up there, I either take the train in or I'll drive up, and there's this ParkWiz app where I order my space before I get there.
Really?
So, there's this big thing. Universally, I feel like people, when you hear New York, they're like, dude, they kill you with parking.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I found this. My friend gave me this ParkWiz app. I never pay for a space in Manhattan more than $20.
Wow.
And I'm there all night doing spots. It's like
That's
Park
crazy.
Whiz. You
Park
gotta check
Whiz.
it out.
Wow.
Did it when I was in Boston. Same
Yeah.
thing. Park Whiz. You pre-order your spot. You type in the location that you're going to go, and then all these parking lots pop up.
Look at that, though, man. Look how many how many things people have found a way to make it easier,
Crazy.
and they make some money.
On the
doing
internet.
it. It's crazy.
The internet changed.
They have these apps where you can get your seat at a bar. Did you know that?
Nah,
I don't know what the app
That's
is.
pretty crazy.
Yeah, dude. And actually, that app was pitched on Shark Tank.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's a real app now. It's I'm sure somebody funded it, but I know it exists, and you can, basically, in the city, it's hard to get a bar stool. You can actually call in and reserve a bar stool, and it's yours when you get there. That bar stool.
Another
is there.
job they eliminated.
Yeah.
You don't need a hostess.
No.
What the hell, bro?
Well, you know what? So again,
What's
back
going
to
on, man?
yeah, back to the
I don't know if it's necessarily a great thing.
No, it's not.
I don't know if it's a
One
great
of the things
thing.
that's great is Uber took a lot of the drunk drivers off the road. That I love.
Oh, no doubt.
I can't stand all these automated.
Unless you're a drunk Uber driver.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I know yous are out
Yeah,
there.
they're out there. Yeah. But I can't stand those automated. Everything now. It's like you can't get a cashier. It's like they have 50 automated cash outs, or checkouts that you do for yourself, and they'll have like 2 lines open, and that always bugs me, man, because I think to myself, like, there's two people checking out this entire store, and they used to have every lane open. But they don't need the lanes anymore, So that definitely took a lot of jobs.
Self checkout.
A lot of self checkout. That was the
Bill
word I was
Burr
looking
has
for.
a famous bit about that.
About self checkout.
Oh my God, it's one of my favorite jokes. He's like, he talks about how guy that pays for the item, guy that bags and scans the item. I'm gonna buy my shit and scan it and bag it.
Yeah. And take it out to your car.
What's
You're
going
all yourself.
on?
Yeah.
It's a pretty older bit, but it's so true for
Oh, it
modern
is true,
times.
dude.
Like,
So
it's
you know
where
what
we're
I
at.
did, man? I'm not really I'm not even really like this normally, but it does bother me. So this year, I didn't do any of my own checkout intentionally. A couple of times, the entire year, dude, I've done this of last year, and so even if I have just like 2 things, I'll sit in line. I don't know why, man. I saw it. Something came across on social media. It hit my page. I read it. And it just spoke to me. I'm like, you know what, dude? That's true, man.
That's
I mean, I'd rather, if everybody stopped using them, they'd fill up those lines with people again. You'd be able to see a smile, somebody to help you out. Boom, you're out the door, and everybody's, the
Right.
place is full of people working. So,
Wow. You seen something online that actually had a good purpose and made you feel good?
Yeah.
How
yeah,
rare
that
is that?
That is rare. That's rare.
On a Facebook
Yeah.
feed?
But see,
Are you
now I don't
kidding me?
read comments because so like if I read comments below the thing that I saw, I'd probably like change my mind and be like, oh yeah, that's true.
Right.
It's like comments are the worst, dude. Don't ever read comments.
Bro, a comedian told me that a while back. They're like, look, you put something funny on the internet, podcast. If you do a sketch, you put up one of your jokes. Don't ever read the comments.
Yeah.
Man. Just put it out there, just like you're on stage. If you get up there, you're going to put it out there. You're going to say it.
Yeah.
And then walk off. It's like, don't read the comments.
Nah.
Don't get in your
comments
head,
are a killer, man. Dude, you know what? Some of the comments, people, it's sport, man, for people. It's
No doubt.
sport.
Yeah, they get off on it.
Yeah.
They live for it.
Yeah.
They want to strike a rise out of you.
Yeah.
And if you feed into it, you lose.
They actually could like the thing that they're reading, but they just want, it's like, you know what? They don't want to put a good comment.
Right.
Like, across the board, everything they put is a bad comment. You know
No
what I mean?
doubt.
And we always avoid them and kind of assholes anyway, so,
No doubt. Even what we're doing.
Huh?
I don't know if we have any haters.
Yeah. Well, hey, man, bring them, man. I love haters, man.
It happens.
But yeah.
I
I mean, I'm not going to read the comments, but,
you read them. I'm
listen. Hey, man, if everybody, everybody who's done something great or is doing something well, they have people that hate them. So,
doubt.
listen, man, I would love. I want one. I want a hater, man. Bring me one.
not. Right.
It's like,
Don't bring
listen-
him next to me to bust my balls.
Yeah, that's right.
The
That's
South
right.
Philly Italian might come out of me and he might end up in my trunk.
Yeah. Oh man, you know what? I'm getting hungry too.
Yeah, let's go get wings,
Yeah,
bro.
let's go get wings. Hey man, That was a good one,
man.
brother. Yeah.
Thanks, Tone.
Thanks again.
Thank you.
So I think you're going to see Steve again next week because, you know.
I got a show at Comedy
Oh,
Works.
yeah.
Comedy Works Bristol, January 31st and February 1st. I'm featuring at the Comedy Works Bristol. And don't forget Chris Cotton's benefit show at the Punchline.
Yeah.
Produced by Comedy Central. That's hosted by the legendary Philly comedy legend Ray Gordon. Got a lot of big names on that for a great cause for our buddy Chris who brought us together.
Yeah, man.
So definitely check that out.
Yeah. All right, cool, man. Well, that's it, brother. I think we're doing another one next week.
My
I
man.
know, well, we're definitely going to do on the 17th. We're pretty sure that we're going to do the 17th, and we're going to have Christian Buckingham from Ink Master, man.
Beautiful.
Yeah, this guy, when you meet him, he's a great guy, but he was
I heard all
perfect for the
great
show,
things.
man.
Yeah, I'm
perfect
excited.
for the show. He was a guy that everybody wanted to like take down. You know, he was an excellent artist, man. So I'm excited to meet him. That's going to be at the Philly Tattoo Convention, and maybe we'll get you a tattoo. I don't know. You don't have any, do you?
Not me.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I got a couple of them, but anyway, that's the East Roast Podcast. We'll catch you later.
Have you ever
You crazy mother.
The East Roast Podcast.
Are you listening? You crazy mother. Damn.